Wunderbar.
Hello, Internet. I am Wadabra, and this is TFT Podcast 126. Here with me tonight, we have Mr. Chaos Mana.
Hello.
Hello, Zelda.
Hi.
Ray.
Hi.
Tijin Lee.
Hello, governors.
And I am Aaron.
Hello, good people of the internet.
I got
You are okay. So you're Aaron.
Yes.
I was like, Dark just said he was Aaron. I don't understand.
Okay, so before the podcast started,
I thought you were Dark One
fucker,
Dre.
what is your name on Rooster Teeth? And he says, oh, it's I am Aaron. So, that's how I announced.
No, he was
I
telling
know,
you
like,
he's
I get
Aaron.
It. I get it. My brain just had a moment where it went, wait, what?
So I have a question for I am Aaron.
Okay, shoot.
Aaron Porter is what?
Yes. That is the answer. Yes.
Is what?
Yes. Yes.
Aaron Porter is what? I've
So
been
the
always
origi-
very confounded by this question. Like,
All right. Yeah.
that's his
So my
Twitter
Twitter.
name. Aaron Porter is.
Yeah, my Twitter
Nothing.
name is at Aaron
Doesn't say-
Porter is. So originally, my idea was that I would use that, and then I could just say Aaron Porter is going to the store and doing something, and I would just have to type going to the store and doing something.
Mm-hmm.
That lasted about a day.
back to
And
that.
I was
You
too
were
lazy
stuck
to
with your
change
name
my
ever
name, and it
since.
just stuck. Yeah, I was just like, all right, forget it.
Well,
So then
that's
I've
what it
used
used
it.
to be on Facebook. It used to be your name, then is something, and I
Right.
liked that. I missed that.
I hated that.
I loved that.
hated
It,
that so
it forced you to be
much.
creative. Now you can
No,
just
it
say whatever the fuck you want.
Forced you. What it did for the most part was just make everyone grammatically incorrect.
Well, no, it
It
forced
didn't
people to be
force you
creative.
It just made most people look fucking stupid.
Well, good for them. They're being stupid. Well, good for us because we can laugh at them being stupid.
No, but
That's
here's
the
thing,
point.
None of those people cared, so all it did was piss me off that it looked stupid.
Facebook used to be funny, now it's depressing.
Yeah, I don't like it.
Now it's just
Everyone
pictures of
knows
babies.
that for a fact. But what I do not know for a fact is, who is this Aaron Porter guy, and why is he on our podcast? Who are you?
I'm Aaron, and
You know.
We've established that.
oh, okay, good. I am part
Start
of.
going, I am Groot. Like, that's the only thing we're
I am
missing
Groot?
at this point.
I was a RTX Guardian with Lo Zelda. I do a show called Posted, which is currently on hiatus until the website, which nobody can use, is gets a little better. And just content creator and fan of the podcast. I'm a fan of you guys, and you were nice enough to have me on, and I appreciate it.
Dude,
Fan of
Dark,
our
you'll
podcast.
remember this.
That's
A
fine.
RTX a couple years ago, there was a guy who walked by us, and he said, "Oh, your podcast! I love your podcast!" And we were wearing the
I
TFT
do remember
shirts.
that guy.
That was
you
Aaron.
were that guy?
That's me.
Oh, dude, you're awesome.
And that was the first
Well,
time we
thank
were
you.
ever recognized. And that's Aaron's very important to me.
The strange thing is, I remember that moment, but I don't remember you being there, Tijin Lee.
I was there.
Oh,
I was there
snap.
being very touched because I'm like, somebody recognized us. And he recognized our symbol, not our faces, but but still, as
Well,
awesome.
we don't webcam. So
don't.
why
This
would
is true.
Mhm.
Do you know, I do wear that t-shirt. I actually have two t-shirts. Well, one's Ken's t-shirt, but one's a medium, one's a large. Anyway, the t-shirt with the TFT podcast on it that we made for that RTX, and I wear those to work. And I get all the guys at work tell me, like, what is this TFT thing? It's like, oh, it's my podcast. You should listen to it. It's every Wednesday night. I doubt everyone there will, but I keep on pimping the shit out of it nonetheless. This
Well, now you
t-shirt's
can also
awesome.
if you don't want to say them to actually have to show up for something, you can now just kind of throw the iTunes around.
Oh,
Eh.
trust me, I tell them we're on iTunes. I'm like, by the way, we're on iTunes. Check it out.
We don't have a website, but we're everywhere else.
Yeah, why don't we?
Websites
have a
are
website,
overrated.
Tijin Lee? Why don't we?
That website is coming. I'm working on it.
But what would
It's
you
in
put
the
on your
works.
website?
If there-
Now you're starting to sound
there-
like Rooster Teeth, Tijin.
There's a
Yeah, I
plan.
know.
Hey!
So question about Rooster Teeth, and
If you start telling me to vote for you using a hashtag on Twitter, I will
a couple
fucking-
weeks ago, it was totally cool for us all to be honest about the website. And then for like a couple weeks there, everybody's like, no, don't be mean about the website. Stop that. Don't be a jerk. Yada, yada, yada. And now everybody's being mean about the website again. It's cool again. So like, I'm very confused. I'm like, when can we talk shit on the website and when can't we?
The length of time that it crossed over for most people to assume that it was gonna, the threads were gonna get fixed, this and that. Like, they assumed it was everything was going to get fixed faster than that. Like, and since it doesn't seem like too much has changed since the new site's launched, other than fixing the, like, super obvious bugs, like logging out and stuff like that.
I just
want a lot of the other problems don't seem to have changed.
I think what it is, when it launched, it was kind of a bit of a pile of shit. But they knew it, and they're like, we know here are all the problems. We're working on all these. And a lot of the major things got fixed really quickly, so that kind of set an expectation of momentum, being like, okay, well, these things got fixed, so we should expect that these other things are going to start happening.
Major things. You're still not talking about the whole clicking on an alert and then getting a message from the website saying, we can't find that. That's not very good.
So some of it, I mean, I'm talking about major things as in, like, when each individual new post to a thread was its own notification, those all getting grouped together. That was a big thing.
Pretty horrendous.
Auto login when you're going to float between Rooster Teeth and Achievement Hunter was a big thing, because anytime anybody posted a link, if it wasn't the same domain you were currently in, it would reroute you and kick you out and blah, blah, blah.
I actually had a solution for that. I actually had my web browser save the login information to my profile for Rooster Teeth.
So it automatically throw the cookie on?
Yeah, so every single time I was always logged in to all of those. So anytime that happened, it would just switch browsers without having me log in again.
I think there's still big things about it. There are still big things about it. I'm not saying that there aren't still major things, but it was like things that made it completely unusable got fixed rather quickly. So it was like, okay, well, now that we know they're working on it, they're saying they're working on these things. This all happened pretty quickly. They know it's a priority to get this up and going. So like, let's cut them some slack because we know this is coming. But then that momentum massively slowed down, and it's like now they're kind of fixing things that are easier to fix rather than things that need to be fixed. So we're still dealing with, I click on a notification, it's saying you don't have permissions for that, or it's like doing weird things to the address, so that way it's not wanting to take me there, or like, I still don't have admin access to Rooster Teeth, Michigan. Nobody has actual admin access to, like, you've got like a basic level of access, but like no moderators in groups or across the site as a whole have any power. So like there's still big things that need to be taken care of that in theory shouldn't be a problem because they were in at least one of the forms of the beta, and they're just and then they just went away. And it's like, okay, well obviously this is there somewhere. Just like a lot of us don't know codes. We're like, just turn it back on. Like, it was there. Just do that. And I know it's not that easy, but I think that's where some of the renewed frustrations are coming from, coupled with these viral campaign Twitter bullshit things that are happening. It's like, well, you got all this time to be tweeting about the streamies. How about you fix the goddamn website? But I digress a little bit.
Yeah,
there we go.
I was sitting here wondering, how do we get on a tangent about the Rooster Teeth website 9 minutes into the podcast already? Like, this is a new record for us.
Hi, I'm Aaron, and I caused that.
Yeah.
So we need to tackle the big questions in life here. And I have one of those big questions for all of us.
Shoot.
So at work, my coworkers and I were discussing the age-old question of which are you? Are you a tits person or are you an ass person? And so we started asking all of our coworkers in the most professional way possible, so as to not get
HR violation
because of HR violation. Exactly. And it was overwhelmingly. I'm not even going to tell you. It was overwhelmingly one response versus the other response. And so I told my dear coworker that I was going to take this question to the podcast and see what the consensus was here, since we have a more diverse audience.
How many males versus females were answering this question?
Let's not talk about that.
Okay.
I want to see what the answer is for all of you people. So I know, like, as a gay man myself, I'm not sexually attracted to women, but I can still appreciate the womanly form, and I personally
you can also
voted
appreciate
for
a guy's butt.
I do. I love guys' butts, and I love guys' legs, and I love guys' chests. But like, if I had to choose
that counts.
tits
You
and
can
ass,
say, Are you a chest man or are you a butt man?
I'm going to say
that's what the
I'm
girls
say
in
asses
you
all the way. Like if I'm going to look at someone walking by, I'm going to stare at their ass, be they male or female. So that was my answer to that question. I'm like, oh, definitely, all the way, ass man, all the way. So, my question to all of you lovely people here on the podcast with me: do you guys prefer asses or tits?
Now, okay, can we preface with, like, I like faces and hair.
No!
If I had to choose.
No. See,
No.
Don't do that.
Well,
I
that,
like personalities.
I have a question. Am I answering it for, like, when I'm checking out dudes, or am I answering it for, like, if I was going to look at a woman, and, like, if I'm a couple drinks into an evening and I'm trying to pick who to take home for a threesome? Like, where's my context here?
Actually, let's do both of those, because that's a very good question.
Not so like that happens.
Yeah, right, because this is just a completely hypothetical situation.
It's like I'm the scientist. I want to cover all the bases.
So should that happen? So first answer what the hypothetical situation is. Should you be checking out girls, and then what you would prefer on a guy? Because I'm curious about that.
Okay.
All right.
We're starting with Chaos Mana because you're the first icon on my Skype list. So spill the beans.
Ass, I guess. Like, it's really close, nearly 50-50.
So 51% butt.
So that's still okay. So we got one vote for ass. Okay. That's you, Chaos. Okay, Lozelda, you're next on my list here. Go.
All right. So in the situation where I'm checking out chicks, I gotta go with ass because you cannot lie about your ass. You can lie about your boobs. Bras do amazing things. So
I hadn't thought about that.
You can't lie.
So do
about
apple
your
bottom
ass.
jeans.
Yeah.
And the boots with the fur.
Yes.
Yeah.
He picked up what I was putting down.
Yep.
Yeah. So that's why I'm like, if I'm checking out chicks, I'm looking at the ass because that will tell you a lot of what you need to know. If I'm looking at dudes, I'm looking more at the chest area because it's one of those things. It's like, I don't care about your butt. It's like, no offense, guy butts are not. There's just not anything to look at. So it's
so some guys do have like frog asses, and those are incredibly depressing. But some guys have some really nice asses.
But here's the thing: it's like when we're doing our thing, I'm not gonna be. There's no position we can be in where I am looking at your ass.
Oh, this is true. I haven't really considered this from a heterosexual female point of view. This is true.
I will never see the ass, so I'm like, I don't care about that. So it's like I'm gonna, especially because I'm kind of short, I'm gonna be chest level with you a lot.
Yeah, you can't even like reach around and squeeze it while it's going on, can you?
Yeah, so I'm just like, like if I stretch really far,
that's so sad. Oh my god.
I'm just like,
this is a tragedy.
I'm really sad for you.
If there was no preface to this conversation would sound completely different between you two right now.
Would it though?
Like if there was no preface to what you guys are saying.
I don't know how different it would sound. I mean, it already sounds pretty bad.
If you rewind the podcast about a minute, start there. Sounds great.
God.
We haven't gotten to you yet, Tejan, so just shh. It's Ray, it's your turn now.
Butts. Both sexes, butts.
Butts, both sexes. That was easy. Good job, Ray. Straightforward. I like it.
I had time to think about it.
All right. So, Aaron, now it's your turn.
All right. So, it does kind of depend on the person, but I'm going to go with butts for actually both.
Butts? Again?
Yep.
Yeah. All right. And, okay, now, Tejan Lee, you have permission to speak.
Wait. You said you're going with butts for both. So, the guys have just been talking about women so far. Were you also assessing dudes when you said that?
I was going to answer for dudes, too.
Yeah.
But you didn't.
David?
Nobody else did.
I'm
Sure.
going. He just got to me.
I am an equal opportunity butt checker outer. Okay, I'm just saying, if a guy's got a nice ass, a guy's got a nice ass. You know, my wife has a great ass, but there are a couple of guys I've seen that I go, well, that guy's got a nice ass.
Here's what I associate to. What's the first thing you notice on another guy? It's like, again, it doesn't mean you're attracted to them, but you just notice something about them. And that's what I correlate it to.
I feel like it depends
So you
on
notice
which
their butts
side you're coming at them from. Like, if I see you from the front first, I'm going to notice something different than if I see you from the back first. Partially because there's not a lot to check out on the back
All right.
region. It's like, man,
front
you got this sweet
assessment
calf.
versus...
Like,
well, the only thing you can check out from the back is the butt, so there's a lot more stuff going on in the front.
or
so-
shoulders. You could, if you're like a shoulder muscle kind of guy, or, you know, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But But yeah, you have fewer options. So it's like, if I'm coming at a dude from the back, okay, I'm probably going to look at the butt because I'm, shoulders, whatever. I'm coming at the front, I'm obviously not interested in their butt because I can't see it. And if you have front butt, fuck you. Now we're not even having a conversation.
No.
That's very interesting that you would say that, though, because I had read this one study where the general consensus was that women tend to find men's backs to be very attractive versus any other part of their body. So the fact that, you'd be looking at, instead of looking at their back, you'd be looking at their butt, like, I don't know what that says about you, but it's kind of awesome that you beat the stereotype there. Good job.
But they wear loose shirts. It's kind of hard to get a good,
They could be shirtless, at the beach, if you're at the beach,
They could be wearing loose
Well,
pants.
look who you're talking to.
They could be wearing track
This is
pants.
true. This is true.
Fucking vampire.
So anyway, Teach and Lee, I didn't get an answer from you. What's your answer?
Okay, we were still having, again, butts on girls, and if I was into dudes, it would be hair.
Hair?
You gotta have good hair.
Hair?
You gotta have a good haircut.
Welp, I'm out.
You gotta have a good haircut.
So, rate Dark's hair out of 10.
He's got great hair.
I do have gray hair.
What
Great.
are you qualifying great hair as? Are you talking about like it's healthy and shiny, or like are you looking like for grabbability? Like what's?
No, just this looks healthy, nice. I'm not even saying that you have to have a full head of hair. Sorry, Aaron. That's not what I meant. But
Shots fired.
not grabbable hair. That's not, no. It's just
some people they like the hair grabbing. I was just trying to figure out, where your motivation was.
What's your motivation?
So this is pretty good. So out of our group on the podcast here, we had an overwhelming vote for ass. Actually,
everyone was butt
for ass.
Mm-hmm.
And at work we had a 6-to-1 ass to tits ratio. So pretty much everyone wants ass. That's what I've gathered from this conversation here. Oh, they're going to be happy about this when I go back to work.
You need to tell them about my reasoning. I think my reasoning was pretty brilliant on why ass over tits.
Yeah, your reasoning is actually pretty good. See, I came about it from a completely scientific point of view. I'm like, well, with evolution, the way it is, and you have the general pear shape of the woman, and that means that she's going to be good breeding stock type thing. And that's just going to naturally be what people are attracted to. Even if you are not necessarily sexually attracted to it, like I still find that figure attractive. But you have made a terrific counter-argument, and I will definitely should be sharing that with everybody.
It's like I wouldn't call it a counter-argument. I don't know what to call it. It's like, it agrees with you, but it's on a completely different line. It's so weird.
I just talked to the almost wife. She says shoulders for guys, butts on girls.
Shoulders for guys, butts and... Oh my god. Okay, there we go again.
Dude, shoulders, it makes sense. Totally makes sense.
I will admit that if I'm not checking out a dude's ass right away, like if they have no ass, I will then look at their shoulders just to see the shape that they've got going on up there, and then see if it tapers down to what sort of waistline they have going on. So yeah, it goes from ass to shoulders and then works my way back down again. Yeah, definitely.
What I've discovered is that we have a song that goes hair, shoulders, chest and butt, chest and butt, hair, shoulders, chest and butt, chest and butt.
Oh, that's beautiful. That's absolutely
It's a good song.
beautiful.
Thanks. Wrote it myself.
You're sure to win an Emmy. Or is it an...
Aaron, I'm so proud of you.
Thanks. I did it.
I was going to say Zelda and Aaron, you guys work together pretty closely at RTX.
No. We didn't work together. I was his boss.
Yeah, let's
Okay.
make that
All right.
perfectly clear.
I own
Apologies.
his ass.
It's all about the
yeah.
ass.
Again, and it was brutal. She's a slave driver. She yells at us all the time.
Yep.
I bet she was encouraging, kind, rewarding with treats.
She may
Right?
have. She was one of those. Sure.
I mean,
Treats?
I did reward them with treats. They were my dog's treats, but they weren't very thankful about that. But
Wait,
know,
what do you feed your dog? Sausages are awesome. You should have fed them sausages.
no. Any word that is a fake meat, I don't feed it to me. I don't feed it to them.
Well, obviously you're doing it wrong. If they didn't appreciate
I would never feed the PA Guardians real
What
food.
about Scooby snacks? You could have at least given them Scooby snacks. Damn.
What is a Scooby snack?
Have you looked at a box of Scooby snacks? Legit looked at a box of Scooby snacks.
Aren't they like cookies?
Do those even
What's
really
in 'em?
exist still?
That's the thing, is what's in them. Nobody knows. It's like
It's
like
weed.
the hot dog
Like
of the
Spam.
dog world.
I don't see a
It's got-
problem with this.
Guys, fried spam's actually pretty good. I'm sorry.
What?
Oh.
It's
When's the last time
Very
you've had
sorry.
fried spam?
I was at a NASCAR race.
When were you at a NASCAR race, Ray?
I was 14. I was going through a phase.
She's in the Ooh,
No,
what's
no,
the phase?
No, this
Are
requires
you into crashes,
Very
drivers?
phase.
I had a redneck phase. I was so country, and I loved the country music and the racing, and it
I
was.
hate to tell you, redneck is not a phase. Like that's just like buried inside you. That
It's a
doesn't
disease.
Go away.
Really? Because I really don't like
I
it.
think we have to put you down. I'm really sorry.
Okay, I'm alright with it. I deserve to go.
Oh,
Now we can't lose 2 in 1 week.
Oh, this is true. Ray, you have to
Oh.
stay on for one more
That
week,
was
and
terrible.
then we put you down. Okay.
But I'm fighting it so well. You
Ray,
can't put me
you
down.
haven't-
I'm a fighter.
Can we put
You
it
haven't
to
had a
redneck
yawl?
rehab? Is that a thing? Redneck
I think
rehab?
I've already gone
how?
through
What?
it.
What does redneck rehab entail? Like, how do you anti-redneck
I
somebody?
don't know, but I need to think about this.
No, this needs to be a show.
We
What
take
is
it
the
to New York.
Hold on. First, let's establish what's the opposite of a redneck. What's the
So I
opposite
think-
of a redneck?
I think you need to start by playing
I think
a
I'm
country
already
music
there.
song backwards.
It's City
So
Slickers.
that- yeah,
Huh?
you play country music
A City
song
Slicker is
backwards
the
so
opposite.
that you gain everything
I hate
instead of
country
losing
music so
everything.
much.
So you got a good start there. You've already got a start there.
How many Kenny Chesney concerts have you been to?
Oh God, never.
Well,
That's a good start.
how the hell were you in a redneck phase then? You're failing on two major
Yeah.
fronts
No,
here.
No, listen, she went to
Do you know how
NASCAR.
much
She's already a
NASCAR
redneck.
shit I watched? That's all I did during the weekend because they would have shows in the morning, and you know, like pre-race, post-race. I knew all the stats. I knew everything. My binder was like covered in pictures.
You had a binder?
Oh my god.
Well, I was in fucking like middle school to freshman year of high school. We had a lot of binders.
You had a NASCAR binder.
Are you saying it was just your? Are you saying it was actually a binder for this, or was it just a binder
No.
decorated with this? That's what it made you
Decorated.
sound like.
Okay,
wait.
yeah, you made it sound like you had a binder.
Sorry,
that-
no, but I did have posters, and I had die-cast cars all in my room.
Who's your
God.
favorite driver?
It was Carl Edwards. He did backflips off the car.
Oh, okay.
Pilot.
So this makes a little bit more sense. So you were just infatuated with them because they were attractive. Okay, that's different.
No, I did like
They
the
had my
races.
shoulders.
I was way into it, but
I'm-
I like the crash.
The races or
No,
the
Ray,
explosions?
I'm trying to give you some cred here,
I know.
okay? And you're just destroying it. I'm trying to help
I
you out
know.
here, and you're not helping yourself out. Oh,
Guys, it was just a phase. I grew out of it. It's okay.
You can take the what is it? You can take the girl out of the redneck. I don't know. Whatever it is, that's gonna get inappropriate.
You can take
Whatever.
the
It's
red out of the
buried in
neck,
there,
but you
man.
can't
take
You
the-
watch one
the neck out of
NASCAR
the
race
red.
and drink a shitty beer, and you're gonna be like walking around barefoot with straw hanging out your mouth.
You might be a
calling everybody
redneck.
darling.
you might be a redneck if. So you know what?
Hey,
I
if
actually
you can
know
have
Ray.
an emo phase, you can have a redneck phase.
Who had
No,
an emo
no,
phase?
those are totally different things. Those are totally
Yeah, I was
different.
really messed up.
Well, at least you could admit it.
She
and
could
that's
only
the
turn
first
left.
step in recover. She can only keep on turning left over and over.
She's
and
an
over
Andy
again.
Turner.
She
my
turned.
God.
She turned her life around. She turned right.
Even when walking down the hallway, she had to just turn in spot if she ever had to go right.
Yes, she turned her life right around.
So anyway, something I was expecting this to have taken over the podcast earlier, but I don't think, because Zach's not on right now, this hasn't happened. Does anybody here, is anyone here still playing Destiny with the whole new 2.0 thing that happened?
No, what's
I've
happening?
talked to a select, it's very few people are still going on to Destiny regularly. I don't think he's played it very much though.
It's like on Twitter, I noticed there's a whole bunch of tweets all about this whole update and the things that it's changed and shit like that. But I don't have the game. I don't have a new the Xbox One, but I know a few of you guys do, and I thought for sure someone would be mentioning it. But is it really that? What's the word? No longer in vogue. Irrelevant. Is it really that irrelevant now?
It's not so much irrelevant. It's just, I guess it's the best way to describe it. It's it's not completely like faded to obscurity or anything like that. It's still going strong for a lot of people, but it's not the revolutionary like the game that it was meant to be. It's just another grinder, Halo-ish game.
And I think to be honest with you, I think it really falls into one of those games where it's like, if you like it, if you're really into it, you're going to keep playing it because at this point you've put so many hours into it, you've grinded so many levels.
You've earned your status, and there's still more things to like actually go after.
Right.
So the completionist people will keep on playing, even if it's not quite as fun, just to get that one last rare item, that one last upgrade to their health.
Yeah, and I'm willing. No,
it's a MMO story mode, so there is one, but it involves a lot of, similar missions and stuff like that.
People go back to World of Warcraft because they add a patch to it, add more levels, add more to the story, or change the world or something like that. Is that stuff they're trying to do with this?
Yes, but the problem is it's all for higher level people. So I'm willing to bet if you could pull up like a demographics on levels, it is heavily skewed to the either end of the spectrum. You have a lot of lower level people who are not playing anymore, and a lot of higher level people that are still playing, but there's nobody in the middle.
So, Aaron, does this mean you're an active player of Destiny?
Nope, but I have friends who are. I can't stand the game. I tried it. I
don't know anybody who's an active player of this anymore. I know there for a while Zach was playing it for a bit, but damn, I don't know anybody playing this game.
We're spending a lot of time talking about a game none of us play.
That's really sad, though. I was expecting it, with all the hype they had, I thought surely someone that we know would be playing it, but fuck,
I figured I would try it eventually.
They're also trying. Isn't the DLC for Destiny like ones you have to pay for? And it's like a small expansion. It's like a very small expansion pack for what seems like a patch.
Shit. You know what game I'm looking forward to is fucking No Man's Sky. I'm really looking forward to that.
What is that?
You've not seen the previews or trailers or anything for No Man's Sky?
I've heard of nothing ever. Tell me about it.
Okay, so this thing, No Man's Sky takes kind of the whole procedural generation world idea that Minecraft made really, really popular, and has multiplied it like 1 billion times to procedurally generate an entire galaxy. That the players, and it's not just the landscape, the animals, they have procedural generation code for the plants and the animals on each of these worlds. So every single planet that you go to,
they'll have a different type of creature and appearance. And
we'll have unique flora and fauna and landscapes and all of that. And so there's what they're saying is there's literally no limit to the amount of new worlds that you can find and unique things that you can see in this universe. And the very first person that discovers a planet can actually I don't know if they get to name it, but they have some sort of they get their name associated with every new planet that they discover. I don't really know much more than that, other than the fact that it's like a survival / exploration type thing in space, and that's enough to have captured my attention. What?
I'm saying hi to somebody on Twitch.
Oh, hi, person on Twitch.
It was Terry. She just popped in on the Twitch chat.
Oh, Terry, we need to have her on here again. I miss her.
She tries, but she babysits on Wednesdays, so it's really hard for her to get here on time. So she always shows up midway through the podcast.
So I definitely saw the trailers and whatever you want to call them for No Man's Sky because I watched E3.
It looks freaking awesome, right?
So it looks freaking awesome, and if the world was not full of utter assholes, I would think this would be great. The problem is, gamers as a general community, especially those who like to live online, like to fuck stuff up.
This is true.
And the way that this game is set up is there is this procedurally generated thing where there's essentially an infinite number of worlds that you can discover and other people can discover, and you can discover something that I already found, and I've already done things to that planet. So, if I'm your average internet asshole, I get to a planet, I get what I need from it, and then I just set the thing fucking on fire.
So you just Death Star the planet afterwards?
Literally, metaphorically, whatever. I just fuck everything up beyond reason to the extent that the game will let me, and then I leave. And then you show up and you're like, well, this is literally a pile of ash. This is kind of a dumb planet. And eventually gets to a point where people are like, all these planets are just like gray, barren landscapes. What is going on? It's because everybody else already got there and fucked it for you.
I'd like to be the person that like clears out a planet and then tries to sell it as real estate. Like, hey, look at this brand new planet. It's completely like flattened. It has a brand new base I just put on it.
Thank you, Lazelda, for crushing my dreams.
You're welcome. That's what I do. I am the dream crusher.
That's why she was picked as boss of the PAs.
Exactly. I got to crush everybody's dreams constantly.
You enjoyed
it's one of those things. It's like I want it to work. It's a really awesome concept.
Sure you do.
But you're getting another Skype call, buddy.
Don't worry about it.
I want it to work. It has great possibility, but you know that they left it so open and left it purposely so that way you could see the consequences of each other's actions, which means that other people have the ability to just royally fuck your game. Like, there's other games that have those kind of shared worlds where there's only so much they can do to it. Like, there is some kind of limit. And you've got, like Minecraft. Like, somebody shows up in your server and can literally there, just cover everything in lava. They could just do that, and your whole game's ruined at that point. And this is like that, except on a pretty scale, so you get to be a lot more sad about it.
Well, it seems like if it's going to be the same modular system, like if it takes off like Minecraft did, then following that would be a bunch of mods. Like, there's right now so many mods in place. If you wanted to actually get a Minecraft server going, you could prevent any sort of griefing, anything like that, like out the ass.
But that's something that exists now because people were assholes to begin with, and they had to make that necessary. So, like, when this game comes out, that's not going to exist, and they're gonna be like, and it's probably not occurred to anybody who can put those kind of measures in place.
Listen to her. She's like, this is an original thought. The developers certainly didn't think of this.
I'm saying that developers tend to err on the side of believing that everyone wants the game to the point that they will respect the game.
And Luzelda's saying that she wants to crush that.
Yeah, Luzelda is going to be the one that flies around setting all the worlds on fire just to spite everybody.
How dare you expect a fun time?
Here's the thing that will make the biggest difference. Is this a game where everyone can create their own server/game and then, others, especially their friends, can connect to it? Or is this a game where you join server A? Because if it's a game where you're personally going to...
My understanding it's one giant...
Okay, if it is one giant server, then that would probably run into issues.
Yeah, and that's the problem. Like, literally the way it's described right now, I'm looking at their page right now, it says every other player lives in the same galaxy, is the exact statement they use. So they're saying every player in this game exists in the same galaxy universe.
But the developers have also gone on to say that the galaxy is so huge that the chance that you actually run into another player is pretty slim.
Yeah, the galaxy's actually so big. I read an article about 6 months ago where they were talking about to explore the galaxy to make sure that the planets are generating the way that it's supposed to with the algorithm. They created drones in the game and sent them out. And anytime they get to a planet, it starts automatically recording video as if it's a player flying around the planet. And it goes down and flies close to the planet. And they use that information to change their algorithm or tweak things.
I just hope it's not going to suffer from what a lot of Minecraft servers suffers. And when there was more than, a couple hundred people, their entire system will just go down and kick everyone out, and there'll be all sorts of lag errors.
I doubt that's going to be an issue, since the initial concept is to have every single player that logs in share the same universe. Like, it would be kind of silly to have 100 people log in and have the whole thing crash when it's intended to have hundreds of people or hundreds of thousands of people log into the same universe at one time.
So
launch day is gonna suck. Launch day for that game is going
to be that's what I'd worry about.
I'm excited to try this, but I'm staying far away on launch day.
Yeah,
I'm going to be watching the news very closely with a definitely grim sense of curiosity and hoping that it is nothing like when the SimCity 2013 launched and how nothing worked that
I want to see the periscope of them monitoring their server load. That's what I want to see on launch day. And just watch that mass chaos happen in that control room.
Can I ask my question now?
No.
Okay. So,
if you have to ask, the answer is no.
Is this our galaxy? First off,
no.
So it's a foreign galaxy out in the universe.
Yes.
And are we a specific species?
I don't know.
You're playing? Are we?
Oh yeah, your player person.
I don't know if they've said.
I don't know. I know you play a character. There's a section that's
you
first
play a
person.
character, really?
Oh, for the love of all things evil.
Oh, so mean. Though.
Hey, you said it, not me.
I'm done.
This is the kind of player she's gonna be.
Fuck
You want to live on this planet?
Honestly,
really?
I probably won't play it because this kind of thing is it's just not my thing. I will look at it, I will watch other people play it and think it's pretty, but I will have probably no interest in actually.
Yeah, you're more of a Dance of the Necro Dancer type.
Yeah,
person.
I'm the platformer, adventure kind of thing. 2D is my realm.
I don't like Survivor games either. I really don't. I don't like playing with other people. I don't want to be around people.
And that's the thing is I don't like other people. I like the kind of games I like tend to be by default they're single player games. So people are like, we should play games together. I'm like, yeah, I only have like 2.
Single player or controlled multiplayer. I don't know if I'd be comfortable having a world where everything is completely vulnerable, especially since with the wide galaxy as it is, someone could just randomly happen upon your planet, raid everything, and then your entire work is gone.
I don't think you need to build things on these planets. I think
really?
It's exploration, and you go to these planets to gather resources and stuff for your ship. So your ship is the most valuable thing in the game.
What if there's a puzzle that you have to solve? Like there's a history, or there's like a civilization, ancient civilization that you have to like find out about, or something like that.
That would be cool.
That would be cool if like that was the point of the game, like just like uncover the mystery of the galaxy. Like who used to rule this galaxy?
I miss a good mystery game. That Myst has left a massive hole in my heart after the 5th game, which was utter shit. But apparently they're doing a Kickstarter to
Myst
try
5.
and get another one out. It's going to have a different name, but it's going to be like made by the same creators and everything.
Oh, that'd be so
Myst
cool.
6.
Same kind of general feeling where you have this like mystery to unravel in a photorealistic environment. I'm pretty psyched for it because I think they actually reached their goal, and so the game is going to happen eventually, sometime. I haven't followed it here recently, but I'm still excited.
That Space Engineers is adding planets, so in a way, its playstyle will be very similar to this new game.
What's Space Engineers?
Well, it's like a futuristic version of Minecraft. So you're building like actual spaceships and using a lot more engineering goes into this one. Like they're building a real AI to program for some of the ships and stuff like that. They're adding planets which you'll be able to sculpt, mine, land on. It'll have its like generated terrain.
Don't they have mods
stuff
for that,
like that.
Minecraft though? Like, can't you do all that shit in Minecraft with the proper mod? I remember seeing a video.
Not to that degree. Like if you just watch any videos in Space Engineers, it's a lot more advanced. Sure, Minecraft has a lot wider base of actual modding communities, but not to the universe isn't that extensive. Like you're stuck on the actual planet usually. Even for space mods.
Yeah, Chaos, you're still a big player of Minecraft. What do you think about this new story mode that's going to be coming to Minecraft here pretty soon?
I haven't seen too much about the story mode. I mean, it just seems like they're going to be adding mods that are already in place, which I'm fine with. Like anything that the actual Mojang company adds is always works well with the previous iterations. And the only thing I'm going to say about Minecraft is I noticed their versions are ticking over to 1.9, 1.91. So what's going to happen when they finally have to tick over to 2? Minecraft 2.0.
Aaron, it sounded like you had something you wanted to add to it.
Well, yeah, I thought the story mode was a Telltale game that was coming out.
Oh yeah, that game. I heard about that one. Is Telltale game kind of set in Minecraft?
Yeah. And supposedly they got some big name actors for it. I don't remember who all it was, but
Oh my gosh.
yeah, they had some pretty decent names attached to it. I was impressed.
Yeah, I hear that a lot of the hardcore fans are really worried that it's going to how's the way they put it? It's like going to destroy the core values of like the Minecraft universe or something like that, just because they're adding this
What?
this really cool story to
Because
it.
they're adding a official, I guess, machinima, which like the stories are kind of have been all around anyway. So people actually making an official game around it suddenly is a bad thing.
It was only a matter of time, honestly. If you look at like all the fan love that has gone into this game, all the music videos that use Minecraft as they enhance it, of course, but you have all these really sweet looking animations. It was only a matter of time until after Microsoft purchased it, they're like, hey, we should probably do something with this property to make it a little bit more cinematic and a little bit more awesome. And I'm glad that they're getting Telltale Games involved with it. I think that they can actually do some really, really interesting and really new things with the series, which it's kind of been stagnating here for a while. Hopefully it'll actually be pretty good. I'm sure it'll be pretty good. Telltale Games has an excellent track record. I mean, look at The Walking Dead. Case in point.
Yeah, I can see the game's store doing really well because there's been a lot of good things about both. There's the big problem is that a lot of maybe not even a lot, but a lot of the loud Minecraft community members, which are more adolescents, are like, no, Minecraft is the ultimate game. You can't mess with it. I will accept no substitutions.
Oh, but you can, dear young idiot. You can.
You can't mess with it. Just create mods for it. But don't mess with it. Just create mods.
Create mods, mod packs,
with
entire
it.
YouTube channels based upon it. Like, one of the biggest groups on YouTube was all started because they did a Minecraft machinima.
Yeah,
and that took off.
The stupidity of people never ceases to amaze me. Never. I don't even know if amaze is the right word. Maybe disappoint me. Yeah. It never ceases to disappoint me. It just hurts.
Okay, they're children. Do they really disappoint you?
Yes.
Every day.
Yes, they do.
No. They're not your kids, so they can't disappoint you.
Just
because they have an opinion on something.
And they can't disappoint.
Yeah. So you're just like, oh, they have an opinion. They're wrong because they're a child and they don't know any better. But you can't be like, everybody's just like, oh man, these 12-year-olds come in and like, they're like, rah, rah, rah. I'm like, yeah, but they're being 12. They're not being like jerks or assholes. They're just being 12-year-olds. There's a difference.
I was a smarter 12-year-old than these 12-year-olds.
No, none of us were. Come on. Admit it to yourself. We were all jerks at 12.
I was
12-year-olds and 13-year-olds are just naturally jerks. Or rednecks in Ray's case.
So that doesn't... So you said they're not jerks because they're 12, but you also just said they're jerks by nature because they're 12.
Yeah, because the 12 is bigger than the jerk. They're just being 12. Which, it means, like, it's okay, because they're just being a little jerky little 12.
It's not fully okay, because it's not
fully okay, yeah, you can still be a piece of shit, but, like, most 12-year-olds are just being, like, 12. Most people out there understand what I'm trying to say.
He's just describing every reason I avoid children on a regular basis.
True.
Actually, you make a valid point, Teaching Lee. This is why I never want to reproduce ever. So
and don't.
Yeah,
you don't need
good
to.
Point.
Yeah, I like.
You don't need more kids out there.
In the chat saying age doesn't excuse being a twat.
Exactly.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does.
It doesn't excuse it at all. It might lessen the intensity, because you do realize that they are adolescent, but at the same time, it does not give it an excuse it's fine to, just not look at it at all.
Would you all agree that increasingly children are assholes more than they used to be? Like, it's like you're like, wow,
no,
what
I
the
don't
fuck's
think
up
so.
with these 12-year-olds saying the shit that they're saying.
12-year-olds today were the same 12-year-olds we were.
No. I'm getting to a point. So yes, children are overall getting worse. Okay,
no, I won't say that. I will just say children on the
but they
internet.
are, because you've got issues where they're saying shit to teachers you would never say as a kid.
Well,
they're
I had a lot of things I wanted to say to my teacher.
They would have never said.
In my classroom, these kids were saying that shit.
Not nearly as bad. Maybe in your classroom, I was even in the South. People did not say this kind of shit. But it's like, overall, as a population, children are kind of getting a little shittier. And a little sluttier, but that's a totally different thing. And the problem is what Tejan's saying right here is because there's too many people who are like, oh, boys will be boys, and 12-year-olds just act like
that's
that.
Also
like,
not
no, they
what
act like that because you fucking let them act like that. You tell them to sit down and shut up and actually start respecting people. You don't get to say shit like that to people. You don't get to treat people like that. You let them get away with it. Yes, 12-year-olds are going to be assholes because you've told them that's okay. Because they're 12 and you're like, well, they kind of get a pass. And it's like, no.
No, there's a difference between actually being an asshole and then being a 12-year-old twat or jerk. It's like, come on, you know the difference that I mean here. Like, I'm talking about a little 12-year-old complaining about a video game, or them saying some bullshit sexist or racist thing to their teacher or something like that. Like, that's a huge difference there. Or them just being boys, like mean to girls. That's not what I'm saying, and you know what I mean.
But that's the thing.
You know what I mean. You know I'm not defending that.
But here's the thing, is I know you, so I know you are not defending that, but if you're taking just those statements, like, you got people who are just like, hey, let's listen to this podcast, let's listen to this. It's like, no, I'm making it very clear. It's like, yeah, I know what you are intending because I know you.
Mm-hmm.
But that's not what's being said,
just
and other
the
people don't
intent
have that
phrasing
context.
was a little bit, like, construed.
Sure.
Boom. Sorry, I've been watching Archer, so that's the first thing that came into mind.
Don't
Phrasing.
never apologize for watching Archer. Never apologize for that.
Oh my god, I have, in the last 3 days, I have gone through the first 5 seasons. I am halfway through the 5th season right now. And
I love Archer.
Is the
is
fifth one?
awesome.
What's the fifth one called? The Vice Archer
Yes!
Vice.
This is the best season they've had, the 5th season. It is so amazing. And Pam with the Koki monster.
I want it. Someday I'm going to go to a convention and I'm going to cosplay Cheryl and just scream, "You're not my supervisor" at people.
You could do that. You wouldn't even have to dye your hair that much. Just a little
Yeah,
bit.
that's why I could totally fucking do it.
Oh, I don't know what it is about this show. Like, I caught a few episodes here and there months ago, and I was almost peeing myself. I was laughing so hard, and Ken was sitting here looking at me, giving me the stank eye, like, what the fuck is wrong with you? I'm like, I don't know, this show just gets me. I love this show. It's just so me. Oh. The timing is just, like, spot on, and the humor is so sarcastic, but so well written. Oh.
I love Pam. I love Pam. She's by far the best part of that show.
She is, yeah.
Nah, bear claws.
It's the whole, yeah, I was trying to pay attention to when she started doing the nom, 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 nom thing, and I think it was like in the, it happened a couple times in the 4th season, but she really sold the shit out of it in the 5th season, the whole cocaine thing, like eating the body cast laced with the cocaine, and then all the cupcakes.
I liked how they tied it to, what the fuck is that show called? Shit, I had a point and then I lost it.
Bob's Burgers?
Bob's Burgers, and then, C-Lab.
Shit.
2020,
Oh,
2021.
I forgot about
They
that.
tied it to that. Yeah, that was the end of season 4, I think, or
Yeah,
something.
I had just watched that. That was the season finale with the big underwater facility thing that wound up getting blown up. Or whatever happened to it. It wasn't quite blown up. I thought it was blown up. Something, it was like a cliffhanger ending. There was, the thing shattered, the water shattered, all the water poured in, and somehow they all survived. But yeah.
They got into
whatever.
Pod 6, and Pod 6 sucks.
Oh, yeah, that's what happened, and the one guy got crushed by the vending
Total
machine.
suck
The
pod.
off-brand vending machine. That's right. That's right.
It sucks the original voice actor for that guy in C-Lab died, so they had John Hamm do it. And he did an okay job, but the original guy... Did you ever watch C-Lab?
Unfortunately, I did see 1 or 2 episodes.
You didn't like it?
No, it was awful. God.
Well, yeah,
What?
it's bad, but it is funny. I liked it.
God,
It was
I love
stupid.
that show. The show was great.
Yeah. Thank you.
I will defend that show.
Thank you.
Really? Okay,
Yeah.
please do. Please, I would love to have an opinion different from my own because I watched it and I'm like, wow, this is almost a crime against humanity.
I
I
caught it.
What am I,
just
chopped
caught it
liver?
randomly. I just caught it randomly, and it was great.
Kind of. He's the
Swim.
guest, Tejan. Aaron's the guest, so we have to give him special treatment so he doesn't feel like we're ignoring him. So go ahead, Aaron.
Yeah, like I said, I just caught it on Adult Swim a couple times. A lot whenever it was on, and just I thought it was hilarious. Just it actually reminds me of Archer with the writing and a lot of the just the way the humor's built. And I haven't seen. Full disclosure, I haven't seen a ton of Archer, but what I've seen of Archer reminded me of C-Lab 2021.
It's good.
Okay,
yeah,
I can't really argue with that, considering that one of my guilty pleasures on Adult Swim is Aqua Teen Hunger Force, and that is truly an awful show.
It's awful in the best way possible.
It is. I don't know what. I feel bad every time I watch it, but at the same time, I secretly love it.
I've watched the same episode like 5 times, and I just go like, "Why do I watch this?" And then the next episode comes on, and I go, "Okay, I'll watch this one too. Why not?"
I feel like
because they're 11-minute episodes.
I can really relate to Frylock the way with all the shit that Master Shake and Meatwad do, and he just kind of arches his eyebrow and like, "You fuckers are retarded." I'm like, I can totally relate to that. Maybe it's because I work in customer service. I think that's what it is. Yeah, that's what it is. I have to deal with you guys on a weekly basis. That's what it is. Oh my God. Or I have to deal with these fuckers at work. Oh my God. So this morning, there's this guy that normally isn't over at customer service. I get there ridiculously early before the store even opens, and I have to go grab a walkie-talkie. And I go over there to customer service to get the walkie-talkie where it's locked behind the counter, and there's 2 people standing there. They both work over there at customer service, and I walk over there. I'm like half asleep, haven't had my coffee yet, and I don't even have my chef's coat buttoned up yet. I'm like, I walk over there. I'm like, I'm looking at I need a walkie, and that's the only reason anyone ever goes there in the morning. So they ignore me, and I open up the drawer, I pull out the walkie-talkie logbook where I fill out all my name, my information, and the number of the walkie-talkie I'm going to have for the day. Well, I don't have a walkie-talkie yet, so they're both ignoring me, so I walk behind the counter, open the door, grab my own walkie-talkie, because these fuckers aren't doing it for me, and sign it out. And then this guy stops me and says, "Hey, you're not supposed to come back here. You need to ask us for a walkie-talkie." I'm like, motherfucker, you just saw me pull the binder out of the drawer, big yellow binder that says walkie-talkie log, and you didn't think in your head, hey, I should probably get this guy a walkie-talkie because that's what he's here for. No, you just watched me pull it out, fill out my name, and just ignore me until I open the fucking door. Oh, people.
People.
Face.
Especially the lazy. Entire set of people.
The Sims.
Oh, yeah, the new Sims episode that just came out.
You killed me. I beat the system, and you killed me.
We told you from day one that your little selected...
I beat the system.
Wasn't going to work, okay?
And you killed me. You didn't see that coming. You didn't see, Death took him, and then Death said, nah, he stays. And then you just delete me.
I did see it coming, because you told me about it ahead of time, like a dummy.
Mm-hmm.
You're like, oh, by the way, I selected the unlucky trait just so that I could...
Just let you know...
Death. I'm like, oh, really? Well, I'm prepared ahead of time for this.
But you should. The only way you could have killed me was killed me in game, and you just deleted me. You played God.
Okay, so for
in this game, you are
no
God.
Fucking idea what we're talking about. This is the Sims 3 Let's Play that we've been doing on our TFT Plays channel, and after a very long hiatus, I have finally edited the 6th episode and have released it to the TFT Plays channel, and spoiler alert, Tejan Lee was the one who died this week. That's what
I widowed Dark.
You did. You widowed.
Wait, if I died, did I widow you? Or no, the person who kills the person widows. So you widowed yourself.
I'm a widower.
A
widowmaker.
So
the sad thing is, I'm the only one... My character is the only one who actually has had a negative effect from your death. Because before, when someone starved to death or got burned to death or whatever we had happen to them, everyone was upset across the board. So it was kind of like everyone had an even playing field. But my character was the only one that really got burned from this because you just kind of vanished. And they're like, oh, okay, he's gone. But my character lost his the love of his life. So he's utterly miserable. So this next week in The Sims 3 is going to be really interesting since I've kind of got a disadvantage. I'm rooting for my character because since I lost your whole TFT Smash thing, like I want my character to win this one, but he's kind of been set back now.
I mean, you're the father of my child. I want you to win too because I don't want us to orphan the child.
We can't orphan the kid. Godzilla.
Yeah, because I think I had Mothra.
Yeah, Ray gave birth to Mothra, and you gave birth to Godzilla.
I gave birth, so I'm the lady. So I gave birth to Godzilla.
You carried him for 2 days, and
2 whole days,
looked like a she.
That's what it kind of looks like. That's what it's kind
of
like to be pregnant, right? It's like 2 days long.
Bunny
and
slippers
you're done.
for a while. He went through a really confusing phase, but he'll be really scary eventually one day.
Someday. I hope he picked up my trait. Like, are the kids now in the game? Can they not pick up friends and then die?
They are in the game.
Or are they immortal?
They are.
They're in the game to help the rest of the people to get friends, so that we can still more easily choose a winner.
Yeah.
Like they're not going to be in the firing line each week. It's always going to still be one of the remaining team, but it helps because at that point everyone would be friends with everyone, especially as you get down to like the last 2.
Actually, as I was editing this last episode, I was thinking to myself, Self, you know what would be really cool? Since we've murdered everybody in most of the ways possible in The Sims now, to where we actually had to like go through the cheat code, go through the cheat menu.
Just press the delete button.
Delete Tej Lee.
Bullshit.
What we should do is instead of having biological children inside the game, which we have to make all those fucking birthday cakes and throw all the birthdays, it's really annoying, and then the graduation parties that take us away from our pool parties, that type of thing. We should just create a couple new characters based off of other people we have had on our podcast and stick them into the house to fill the roles of the dead people and just kind of do whatever and not have to worry about making other biological children. I was thinking to myself, that could be pretty cool. And also, give some other members who are not as, have been several times on our podcast, but not as regular, a chance to get their faces shown in the TFT Sims house. Mm-hmm. What do y'all think of that?
Let's do it.
Do it.
Tej 2.
Oh god.
No.
No,
Holly. You're coming back. You're dead. Someone else.
Ken.
Tej 2. Tej Hart.
Ken.
Yeah.
I could, you know what? Fuck it. I can totally put Aaron into this. He just sends me a picture.
Hey.
I will make him and we'll put him into the house and then have him die
You could put Elon in. Aaron.
Oh yeah, you can actually put Elon in
Elon's
this time.
death.
Oh yeah.
I bet I could download a mod to make the Grim Reaper a playable character, and I could make him.
Oh, we got.
We have to have if you do that, you have to invite him back for the follow-up commentary again.
Like, Elon, you have to narrate your character for this episode.
Just come back in for like 5 minutes, kill somebody, and then you're done. No, we have Terry and Nightsaw. And then we got Wartburg, Lucas.
Yeah, Wartburg has been in the chat for... He's there regularly, yeah. He could definitely have a spot in there.
Yeah.
Because I was looking at it, because with what I have right now, so the new episode I have put out, and I have enough footage for 2 more episodes, which is 1 more sim week. So we actually, after this last sim week, we have room in the house for 2 more people to take the place of the people that have died. So we could have 2 more TFT people who have been on the podcast, but not just as regularly, fill those slots.
Mm-hmm.
So this could be fun. So, anyone listening who has been on the TFT podcast, if you want to be in the Sims, send me a message on Rooster Teeth, along with a picture of yourself so I can make you a Sims character.
Do you really want them using the Rooster Teeth site?
I don't know.
Do that?
I don't want to give them my other information, okay? So
give them your Twitter.
Yeah.
You can tweet at Odabra. Oh, no, is it still at Dark One? Oh wait, what's your actual Twitter handle?
At Wadabra, I think.
No,
question mark. Hold on. Let me pull up Twitter. Hold on. I don't know. God, this is complicated. You're asking so many complicated things of me today.
How much clothes should I be wearing in my picture? Just
None.
Curious. None.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Okay,
None.
great. Thanks.
Yes. Full
Can we
body
talk
shot.
about your
None.
fucking hairless
High
cat
definition.
picture?
Yes, so it's at Wadabra.
We all had to send him nude pictures at the start.
Oh, if you
perfect.
want to, I won't argue against that.
I mean, are you sure?
We've already
the rest
talked
of the
about what
internet
parts
will.
he's going to be most interested in
Yeah,
checking
but
out to make sure they're
obviously.
correct. So
Exactly.
Audience
In The Sims 3,
squats.
you can perfectly sculpt the butt to what you want.
Yeah, and in fact, I could even add a nudist trait for someone else if they want to show off what they got.
I don't
Just
understand
saying.
why my character got naked all the time.
That was an accident.
I didn't
actually.
give him a nudist trait.
No,
He just got naked all the time.
I explained that in like the second episode where there was some sort of malfunction with your bathing suit and the bathing suit was invisible. So when your character is naked, he's actually changed into his swimsuit, but his swimsuit is invisible.
Well, that's just how he swims.
Yeah, so ergo you're
Make it
you're a nudist.
To be fair, that's the
Fair
same
play.
argument I use when I go to the beach too. No, I'm wearing a bathing suit. It's just invisible, officer.
Yeah, it's
Please
a,
don't arrest me.
Wardrobe malfunction. That's exactly what it
Exactly.
is. It's
It's
just
fine.
a wardrobe malfunction.
It got disappeared, swept away in the water or something like that.
It happens to the best of everybody. Instead of the water, where they got caught up in the game code and just didn't work anymore.
One of the last things I wanted to just talk about real quickly is
No,
what I'm doing right now
no.
is no. With the game that just came out, the Phantom Pain, which is going to supposedly be the last game released in the franchise.
Metal
Of
Gear,
what?
right?
Yeah, Metal Gear 5 is
Oh,
a
that.
really successful launch.
Well, yeah, because Kojima is no longer associated with Konami. And Konami fired him pretty much. So
Yeah.
Of course, it's the last one.
Well, yeah, unlike a lot of the other major
Wasn't he
titles
an
that
old
just
man in
complete.
4?
What's up?
Wasn't he an old man in 4?
Yeah, this one is dealing with his
This is
father,
a prequel
the father of that person.
of Snakes.
Yeah, it's back in 1982, so
Oh.
it's not the futuristic like crazy cyborg world. It's him dealing with child soldiers in Afghanistan.
Yeah, I
Afghanistan,
applaud you
stuff
for
like
being
that.
able to keep up with that shit, because the storyline completely confuses the fuck out of me. That's for sure.
So why do
There
you
are
keep
robots.
tranking sheep and then getting them picked up by, I'm guessing, a C-130?
It's what he does.
It is the weirdest
part of
thing.
it's part of a joke mechanic and part of a serious mechanic. The explanation for picking up animals is that you're removing endangered animals from the actual line of battle because of conservationist companies paying you to do so. So you get money / rewards for taking away animals from the battlefield. And to take away anything from the battlefield, you attach a Fulton device, which is just a balloon, which will inflate, and then a helicopter will come by and pick it up as the balloon inflates into the sky. And it's slightly plausible with people, but you can upgrade your Fulton. I said slightly.
No.
You can upgrade your Fulton to pick up tanks and
No.
big cargo crates. And so
Just-
you can basically just
no.
steal the enemy's base, which is what I've been doing.
Oh my god.
Uh,
So anyway, I don't know why it just took me this long to realize this. I'm 5 beers through a 6-pack without dinner. So Aaron, you said that you were not only a guardian, but you also had some sort of your own channel, your own thing going on. Can you tell us about that thing that you do?
Yeah, so I do have my own channel, youtube.com/AaronPorterIs, oddly enough.
what is it?
And I do a show called Posted, which covers all the big things going on in the Rooster Teeth community, or at least it did. It's on hiatus at the moment.
Ever since the website?
Yeah, because...
Wait a minute, is that how we got on the website thing to begin with? Was this your fault?
It was my
Yes.
fault, I apologize.
I knew it.
Yep. I'm never going to be in The Sims 3. That's what just happened there.
Yep, you lost your chance.
damn it, I'll send you nude pics. But
okay, you have a new chance now.
Yes, finally. But yes, once the site changed, it made it nearly impossible to get all the information I needed in, a quick, easy way. And I work 40 hours a week. I do video work on the side. So I'm very busy. So when the show takes longer than it should to make, it's really difficult to say, okay, let me keep working at this when it's on hiatus because the site is just foobarred right now. So it'll come back, but it may change a little bit. We're kind of talking about that.
Yeah, so you're taking this opportunity to enhance yourselves, so to speak, right?
You're assessing the landscape.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And we've got some new projects coming out soon. My wife, who's also named Erin, and she's I Am Erin on the site as well. Yes, we're Erin and Erin.
Erin.
Yep.
Because that's not confusing.
What's it like saying your own name in bed?
Oh, it's great.
Oh, Erin!
Yep. And she's actually listening right now. So, hey, baby.
Hi, baby.
But yeah, no, it's great yelling out your own name in bed. Because it's like giving yourself a high five. That's kind of cool.
It's okay. I do that sometimes too. You're just so good. You have to scream your own name. You understand? Don't worry.
But we're gonna do a show together called "Till Games Do Us Part," and we're gonna play games together, and that'll probably lead to an impending divorce. So it'll be,
your divorce. Yes, make sure you record that because that's gonna be some juicy stuff.
Yeah, we tend to call each other some interesting names whenever we play games together. At one point, we were playing a board game in a game store here in Mobile, and I had set her up to where she could get plenty of points, get ahead of the person in first, and
so
I could.
You were cheating for her.
Yes, exactly.
You bastard.
That's what you do. It's part of the ring.
No, it's not. When it's your wife, it's not cheating for her, and he's not a bastard. He is preserving his marriage.
Exactly.
No, now you're justifying it. You're a terrible person.
You're not married. You don't get it.
Thank you, Elsie.
Soonish.
All right,
so...
and once you are married, you will instantly understand.
This is where our marriage this is where a lot of people thought our marriage was about to end because she fucked me over.
Oh my God.
Like, I set it up to where she could get to first and I would move into third and that person who's in first would fall back to second. I was like, this will work out. And then she fucked me over, not knowing that she was fucking me over, but she fucked me over. And I just turned and I was like, you cunt! Loud enough that it just reverberated off the wall.
Words.
Yes. And everybody in the place just stopped and went, and she just died laughing because she's used to me yelling at that, whenever she fucks me over to games. So
I understand your pain because my soon-to-be wife does the exact same fucking thing to me.
Oh, God, I hate
it's not like it's not to the point where I let her win or anything like that. It's like, oh, Holly, let's be a team, and then she's like, oh yeah, we'll be a team, and then she fucks me over every single goddamn time. Have you ever played the game Munchkin?
Yep. Yeah, we can't play that together.
Oh my God.
Wait, Lozelda, have you played Munchkin?
No, I have not. I have no desire to play Munchkin.
Okay, I thought this was
evil. It's an evil game.
Yeah.
We can't play Phase 10 together anymore.
Oh, fuck Phase 10.
What's that?
I have almost ended my 10-year friendship with my best friend and my marriage all in the same evening because of that game.
Same. Exactly.
What is it?
God,
Phase 10 is kind of like Uno, but on crack.
It's like Uno if you're a douchebag.
It's Uno on Dick
Rocks.
Rocks.
I just said. God damn it!
I'm translating for people who didn't quite pick up on it.
Okay.
I still don't know what it is.
Be my translator. Okay, I take it back. Good job. Thank you.
You're welcome. Aaron, I want to share something kind of what I find to be amusing with you anyways.
Okay.
Low Link kept getting super confused when I was talking about you and your wife. So the entirety of RTX, you were AA Ron.
AA Ron? That's awesome.
I'm alright with that.
That was the only way I could keep it straight for him. I was talking to AA Ron. He's like, okay, I get it. I said Aaron, and he looked at me funny. I was like, we went over the rules. If I'm saying Aaron, you know who I'm talking about.
Aaron.
We usually go by A and E, or my parents call me Big Aaron and her Little Aaron, which is a little insulting.
I have, so at work,
She's pretty tiny, though. Like, I would be Big Aaron if I was standing next to her and also named Aaron.
Oh my God, at work,
Fair.
I have a supervisor named Allison and a coworker named Allison. And oh my god, little Alice, we called him Big Allison and Little Allison. Little Allison is my the not the supervisor. She got the tip of her finger cut off at work the other day on a slicing machine. Did anyone follow my Twitter feed where I posted the picture of the meat slicer and I said
No.
I eat fingers?
I know, but I'm glad I missed that. So.
Yes, she got the tip of her finger sliced off, but this led to a whole little thing where I researched fingertips, and apparently fingertips are the only part of the human body that grow back. You can have them completely sliced off, and they will grow back like a lizard's tail. So the fingers are the lizard's tail of the human body.
No, I think there are other parts that grow back. I'm pretty sure.
Not really. No.
Part of your tongue
will.
will.
Tip of your penis, or
No. No.
Circumcision joke.
Well, like, you can say, like, okay, fingernails and hair, like, that regenerates,
That's not
right?
a body
Those
part.
are
I would
body
never
parts.
consider a
Like-
fingernail a body part.
Yeah.
You get the tip of your ear chopped off in some freak accident.
It ain't gonna
and,
grow
that's
back,
not growing
buddy.
back.
But,
Nope.
skin grows back. Like, if you get a cut or a scab, it fixes itself.
And I know if you want to get technical,
It
skin
regenerates.
is an organ,
That's
but you also
technically
don't
count.
call that a body part. Like,
No.
I
So
call my
if
skin a body
if you
part.
get a cut, yeah,
I don't
your
want to
skin
lose
is
that
gonna
body
heal
part.
itself, but you'll probably have a scar there. But you can literally have the entire tip of your finger sliced off to where you can see the bone on the fingertip, which is
would
what
you say
happened
that?
with her. And actually, according to a couple of people I talked to after this incident, a couple of other of my coworkers, your fingertip will completely regenerate, no scar tissue, fingerprints and everything still intact. And when it's over with, you
Will they
can't
be the
even
same?
tell that you lost the whole front half of your finger. It just grows back like nothing happened.
Will it be the same fingerprint?
Yeah, it's exactly the same.
Really?
It's just like a lizard's tail. When the lizard loses its tail and the whole thing grows back, you don't see any scar tissue or anything. It's exactly the same. It's the only part of
all
your
of our
body that
fingerprints are
does that.
different. It'll regrow the same fingerprint?
Yeah,
That's really
everything.
cool.
Yeah, your
That's
fingers.
why like burning your fingerprints off doesn't work. Is because or you've got to keep up on it because after a while they come back.
Yeah, exactly.
Huh. I didn't know that.
So.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still disturbed that you want to call your skin a body part. Like, if you injure yourself and somebody goes, "Oh, where'd you get hurt?" You don't ever say "my skin."
My skin.
Like, you're like,
Where'd you
"I
get
hurt my
burnt?
hand."
Oh, on my skin.
Yeah, you say like my hand, my finger, my elbow, my knee, my hip. Like you say all these other things. You want to say, "I hurt my skin." That's not.
I hurt my hair.
He has one of those little dolls he holds up whenever he gets hurt, and he's like, "I got hurt on my skin here," and he points to the little doll.
Yeah, it's the skin.
Now,
I don't
where
know
did
the
they
name of
hurt
the
you?
body part. It's like that skin right around the middle part of your leg. You know, the part that bends.
It's like, "Oh, you mean your knee?"
Mm-hmm.
No,
I said my skin. Come on, get it together.
The skin part of my knee. It wasn't my knee. But yeah, you say the skin around your knee. You skinned your knee. Huh? See?
Yeah, you skin, but skinned is the injury you gave yourself. It's not what got hurt. Is you removed skin, and that is called being skinned. So therefore,
We're just doing apples and pears right now.
No.
No.
This is apples and apple skins.
apples to
TJ.
apples.
Apples and grow strawberries.
Oh my god. Okay. You know what?
Anyway.
We're 15 minutes after 10 o'clock. We need to wrap this shit up.
Yes, but that was
before it gets any
15
more
minutes of
ridiculous.
good banter.
Anyway,
So worth
Tejan, don't you have a thing you want to do where you pimp our shit? Or no, actually, first,
Nah.
Aaron, do you have shit you need to be pimped? You need to have pimped. I totally said that wrong. Sorry.
Didn't we already do that?
Yeah,
Am I
we
gonna
were
be- am I gonna
we were
get
in the
pimped?
middle of like him finishing his channel, and then
He
we
didn't properly
tangented it
pimp
off.
it, though, okay?
So youtube.com/Aaron Porter is, or on Twitter, Aaron_Porter_is. And fun fact, I'll actually start streaming soon. And that'll be Aaron Porter is, all one word. I'm very excited. I'm following in LZ's footsteps, but don't tell her.
Sexy.
He's actually going to take her channel.
That's the plan. Don't tell her
Oh,
that.
fuck you, man.
Following her
protective.
footsteps.
I am protective of my 700.
He's going to
songs.
slowly change. Hello, I'm Low Aaron.
He just slowly starts infiltrating.
Hello, I'm Lozarin.
I want to play that game.
All right. that
Lozarin.
was-
Anyway,
Glorious.
so you can find Thank you for watching the Forum Thread podcast. This is episode 126. You can follow us on Twitter at the Forum Thread, or our gaming Twitter at TFT Plays. You can find us on YouTube. We have TFT Productions and TFT Plays. Those are two different channels, so make sure you subscribe to both, please.
I thought we established that already.
Yeah, but I say it every single fucking time.
Okay, go on.
I didn't screw that part up. Anyway, you can find us on iTunes, TFT, we're the Forum Thread podcast, just on iTunes, or just the Forum Thread? One of those two. Just look for both. Who cares?
Teaching.
Yeah. Or Facebook. We're on the Facebook, and now it's just the Wild West. We're on Vine. We're on MySpace, I think.
No, we're not.
Reddit. There's a whole subreddit.
I'm just gonna put in just Tejan slowly getting dragged away.
Yeah.
Whoever editing this episode, just fade him out slowly. So
We've got a Zanga.
Oh my god!
Geosites. GeoCities. Geosites.
We have a NASCAR fan page.
We have a NASCAR fan page.
You.
We're about to sponsor new sponsor for the next race.
Jeff Gordon, or whoever is the new guy.
Yeah, I was about to say
Gordon.
the one racer I know,
Jeff
but I
Gordon.
don't know if he's still racing.
Is Jeff Gordon even a thing?
Yep.
He's still a thing.
I don't fucking know. It's been a decade! I'm 24, man!
Oh, excuse
Carrie
me.
runs our live journal.
Oh my god!
A deviant art.
No.
Fanfiction.net.
Yeah, Dark, you have the DeviantArt.
Fanfiction.net.
Let's not go there.
It's where Dark puts all his dragon pictures.
Pornhub.
Pornhub, of course.
You have
TFT
video.
Lays. TFT Lays is the channel.
No, we have to have our own X2 channel, and I will associate my video to that. How about that?
So if we create a channel, that'll be the single video that we
The
put on
only
it.
video, and then people can get their rocks off to me getting my rocks off. How about that? That sounds
long as they
pretty
get to
good,
see your
actually.
Or your shoulders.
Oh, it doesn't show my ass. Shit.
Okay.
So thanks everybody.
I don't
So
know.
if this has been your first Forum Thread podcast, there's a lot to talk
apologize.
about.
We will miss you when you don't come back.
Please come back.
I don't think
We
I'm
love
gonna
you.
come back.
Come back and talk about race cars. And that's it. Right?
So
Yeah, thanks for-
live.
Oh, and
Thank you.
SoundCloud or something.
Yes, thank you all for joining us in the Twitch chat tonight, and thank you, Aaron, for being our special guest tonight.
Oh, thank you guys for having me. Thank you for
Please
having me. I
come
really
back.
appreciate it. I'll come back, sure.
We'll do this thing again, same time
Think
next
you'll come
week.
back.
And until then, good night, everybody.
He says that now.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Aaron likes
And
hairless
Gus.
pussies.
What?
Shaven pussies. That's Ray, why can't you have this type of dialogue during the podcast? Seriously. You have so much
Because she has to end with that. Out of
To be fair,
context,
she was
it's
talking
great.
about my wife, not me, so...
actually,
Yeah, that was still recording.